the Real Madrid Champions League three-peat, the 2017-2018 Real Madrid season, their fourth Champions League title in 5 seasons, dating back from 2013, 2014 to 2017, 2018. It was also the first time that a team won the three-peat in the Champions League since Bayern Munich did in the 1976 final. This is why Real Madrid went on to defeat Bayern Munich in the 2018 semifinals. It was all scripted for Ronaldo to win his fourth Champions League final in 5 seasons, completely by the numbers. In Gematria, it is Real three-peat that has Gematria of 81 and 36. Sadio Mane has Gematria of 81 and 36. In the 2018 Champions League final, Sadio Mane scored the goal. He scored a goal in the 55th minute. Karim Benzema scored the first goal in the game. Gareth Bale scored in the 64th and 83rd minutes of the game. It was also Real Madrid's 13th Champions League title to win the three-peat. It is Real Madrid that begins with the 13th letter in the alphabet, which is M. Madrid begins with the 13th letter. As it is also Real that has Gematria of 18. Royal Madrid, it is Liverpool that is nicknamed the Reds. It is Red that has Gematria of 18. It is three-peat that has Gematria of 18 and 45. Cristiano Ronaldo's birthday, February the 5th of 2018, is a birthday numerology of 45. This is why Cristiano Ronaldo won the Champions League three-peat in 2018. His birthday numerology is 45. And here is why Real Madrid won 4 Champions League titles in 5 seasons, in their past 5 seasons. It's because Cristiano has Gematria 45. The only year missing out in the final was 2015. 2014, 2016, 2017, and 2018, Real Madrid won 4 Champions Leagues in 5 seasons. It has to do with Cristiano and their 13th title having Gematria of 45. It is the nickname of Real Madrid that is Los Blancos. In English Gematria, they would be referred to as the Whites. It is the Whites that has Gematria of 45. This is why they won 4 Champions League titles in 5 seasons for Cristiano. Karius made an infamous mistake in the game. He threw the ball. He made a pass to his defender, but it went straight to Benzema, I think it was, and he ended up scoring the goal. It was a really big gaffe in that game. Karius' mistake has Gematria of 49. Real Madrid also has Gematria of 49. It is Gareth Bale that has the same Gematria as the site of the final, which was over at Kiev, Ukraine. Kiev, Ukraine was the site for the final over at Ukraine. In Gematria, it is Ronaldo that equals 79 and 34. He won the three-peat over at Ukraine. Ukraine has Gematria of 79 and 34. It is Liverpool that made it to the final. It is the Reds that has Gematria of 79 and 34. The former Manchester United forward ends up winning the three-peat over Manchester United's biggest rivals. So this is how you know that the script called for Ronaldo to win the three-peat over at Ukraine against the Reds. It is also Zinedine Zidane. His nickname, Zizou, has Gematria of 34. It is Cristiano Ronaldo and Pythagorean Gematria that equals the value of Ukraine and the team that he was playing against, the Reds. The Champions League final was played on May the 26th. May the 26th adds up to 31. It is Madrid that was playing in that final. It is Madrid that has Gematria of 31. It is Marcelo that has Gematria of 31. And it is the Spanish Gematria of Ukraine. Ukraine has Gematria of 67 and 31. Marcelo did win the Champions League. However, it wasn't Lionel Messi. It wasn't Barcelona. It wasn't the other Spanish-speaking country. Instead, it was the Whites, Los Blancos, that won the championship over at Ukraine. Likewise, it is Madrid in gematria in the calculator. Madrid equals 31. It is also the first title of the three-peat Atletico that has gematria of 31. Bayern was the last time to win the Champions League three-peat. Bayern's first title came against Atletico. Another really interesting fact. And so the last team to win back-to-back-to-back. Bayern Munich has gematria of 133. That's the same gematria as Liverpool FC. And Sergio Ramos made a really dirty, controversial tackle on Mohamed Salah during the game. He didn't get a red card, but nonetheless, that was a really controversial challenge. And let me see if we have anything about Ramos making the challenge. He locked his arm. That Mohamed Salah was injured during that fall. They didn't. This occurred during the 25th minute of the game. 2-5 is Ronaldo's birthday. He was subbed 4 minutes later in the 29th minute for Adam Lallana. He hurt his arm on the Sergio Ramos challenge. He locked his arm. It was a really dirty play, and it was all part of the plan for Real Madrid to take out. It was all part of the script to take out Mohamed Salah and to replace him. Lallana. Mohamed Salah's arm was locked. It is arm that's 32. Mohamed, gematria 32. A lot to be suspect in regards to that challenge. Continuing on, it is the 13th Champions League title that Real Madrid won against, you guessed it, Liverpool FC. The Spanish gematria of the city of Kiev has gematria of 118. Karim Benzema was one of the goal scorers of the Champions League final. As I scroll down in the gematria calculator, you see that Karim Benzema scored the first goal. He scored in the 51st minute. The Spanish gematria of Inglaterra has gematria 51, which, by the way, in Spanish gematria, Mark of the Beast, Marca de la Bestia, has gematria of 114 and 51. Real Madrid scored in the 51st minute to take control of their three-peat. Marca de la Bestia equals 114 in gematria, and the 2017-2018 Real Madrid season was their 114th season in existence, and the Beast Ronaldo was truly unleashed that year. In Spanish gematria, Ronaldo and Zizou has the gematria of the Mark of the Beast. Now, the Mark of the Beast equals 69, which connects to the fact that May the 26th of 2018 is a date numerology of 69 as well as 49. And as mentioned before, Real Madrid has gematria of 49. It is the city of Kiev that saw Jurgen Klopp make it to the final against Zinedine Zidane. Now, the Italian gematria of Forza Ronaldo is significant. It is because Ronaldo defeated Liverpool in the final. In Cristiano Ronaldo's birth year, 1985, Juventus won the Champions League over Liverpool. This is why he went to Juventus, to win the Champions League. After winning the final against Liverpool, Liverpool lost the final on his birthday. He was sent over to Juventus to win the UEFA Champions League. He will be successful, and Gareth Bale scored in the 64th minute. 13 minutes later, Gareth Bale was his replacement, because Gareth Bale was going to replace him as he went on to move to Juventus Football Club. So very significant that Gareth Bale scored in the 64th minute. The three-peat in English gematria equals 78 and 33. That's the German gematria of Munich, which is München. München has gematria of 78 and 33. They were the last team to win the three-peat. 2017-2018 Liverpool was their 126th season in existence. In gematria, it is CR7 threepeat that has gematria of 126 and 63. The 2017-2018 Champions League was the 63rd edition of the Champions League, and that was when Ronaldo won his Champions League three-peat in Liverpool's 126th season in existence. Ronaldo three-peat has gematria of 124. So does Liverpool. Liverpool has gematria of 124. That's who he beat to win the three-peat. Zinedine Zidane's initials equal the Pythagorean gematria of Liverpool, which equals 52. It's Keylor Navas, the goalkeeper that won against the English team. Varane, defender of Real Madrid, has gematria of 61, the same gematria as Liverpool FC. It is Reds that has gematria of 46 and 19. Isco has gematria of 46 and 19. CR7 and Danny Carvajal equal the Pythagorean gematria of Reds. You see why it's significant that they scored in the 51st minute, Real Madrid against an English team. It all connects to the place of origin where Liverpool is from. It is Sadio. It is Title that has gematria of 21. It's Title that has a gematria of Ramos and Benzema winning the title against the English team. Benzema scoring in the 51st minute. Ramos having that challenge on, you guessed it, Mohamed Salah. And here you see that this was the first Champions League three-peat ever since the 1970s. Bayern Munich did so in the 1976 Champions League final. They did so 42 years later. At the end of the day, it is the Masons that rigged the games. Knowledge has gematria of 42. Freemason is 42. 62 prior Champions Leagues. Mason has gematria of 62. You see how scripted this Champions League was? You see how everything adds up together? You truly do. It's not just you, it's not just me. It's pretty obvious. May the 26th of 2018 is a date numerology of 24. This was his last game, Cristiano Ronaldo with Real Madrid. It is Juventus that has gematria of 24. He then left to join Juventus after winning the Champions League final, and he said this was it. Liverpool had a 5-3 record in the Champions League after the final 5 Champions League titles in 8 seasons. Real Madrid, Club de Football, has gematria of 58. For Real Madrid, it was their 16th Champions League final appearance. And it's 16 that has the gematria of, once again, threepeat. The threepeat also has gematria of 33. And for Cristiano Ronaldo, February the 5th of 2018. Date numerology of 18, and a reminder that February the 5th of 2018 is 45. That's a gematria of threepeat, which is 45 and 18. 4 Champions League titles in 5 seasons, a three-peat for Cristiano with 4 Champions League titles in 5 seasons. The gematria of Cristiano, 4 titles in 5 seasons. It really says it all, doesn't it?